So not long ago, I did a video on break falling, and it was some basic break falling techniques. It's kind of what I would consider a level 1. Quick review, it was when I bring the arm to the side, tuck the ear to the side, slap. That way my head doesn't hit, my hand doesn't hit, I don't break my elbow. We also did the basic roll back, tuck the chin, slap, and then in some styles of judo, as in like kozen and whatnot, they will push the knees forward to get back up as if they're kicking somebody in the knees. But anyway, I consider those basic break falling techniques. This is more of an intermediate version. If you don't know the ones I just said, you can check my earlier video, or I know there's probably a million people, and a few of them are under this video right now telling you how you can do it. But break falling is something that is essential because people need it for falling down and not killing themselves. It's not just a martial arts skill, it's a life skill. So I believe everybody should have it. Side note, if you go to a martial arts school and there is no break falling ever in the curriculum, that's concerning because almost every martial art should have a throw at one point because falling down is something that happens when you do martial arts. So break falling, no matter when they teach it, every good martial arts school I've been to has had some kind of a curriculum on it or basic of it. Anyway, today what I'm going to do is some of the basic shoulder rolls, the forward fall. These are ones that you want to take your time and learn. Don't just hurry up and do, because if you crick your neck or something like that or worse, I'm going to show you a few ways that people do it. Probably the simplest way, and what I teach a lot of kids, is I tell them to come to their knees. I put one hand on the floor. I take the other hand, and I want to think like I'm going to put my head straight back to my backside. I'm going to reach my right hand through, or left hand, whichever side you're doing. I'm going to reach my head through. Now at some point, I can't go any farther. So I'm going to start to pick up my leg on this side. I'm going to put my shoulder on the ground, not my ear, not my neck, not my face. I'm going to reach through, shoulder to the ground, and I'm just going to roll over. Now what's going to happen with a lot of people is when they go to do this, they're going to roll sideways. So I'm going to go from the other side so you can see. They're going to go like this, and instead of picking up their leg and going over, they're just going to roll sideways and imagine that what they just did was break fall. Okay, so now I'll show it to you from the front. I take my hand, I thread it through. Now notice I'm going to go from my pinky down my arm, down and across to the opposite hip. So I take this hand, I reach through, tuck my head through, pick up my other leg. I even push myself up with the ball of the other foot. Okay, that's kind of, I think, the easiest way. Some people will do it from a push-up position, which I think is just kind of a more hardcore looking way to do it, where they'll come up like a down dog, reach through, and come over. Now, where I land my legs is going to be a whole nother thing. Right now, I just want you to think about how to do the roll. Okay, some people put their legs in different positions for different reasons. Anyway, that's the basis of that. Another way to do it, if you do jiu-jitsu and you do an arm bar from the mount, you put your hand on their chest, you put your other hand up and over, you spin your leg around, and then you roll back and you throw an arm bar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to teach you that in this video. But that hand position is going to be the way a lot of judoka learn how to do this, or judo players. Okay? So look, I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put my left hand down as if it was my other foot. I'm going to take this hand, point it towards my fingers. See how that turns my shoulder out and see how that tucks my head? That's going to make sure I go over my shoulder. If I did it like this, I might just do that sideways roll. But the judo people will turn their fingers in, look down with their head, push off their back foot, and see how my arm is rounded, going right around to my back. So I come up, and that's going to happen again. So obviously I recommend the easy version, because why not learn the easy version? The judo version is really great because, again, it kind of sets you up for how arm bars work. The idea of doing this for doing the roll is also very familiar to how I bring my leg up and over before I throw my arm bar. So that's fine. But any one of those versions. Now what I like to do with the kids is once they learn how to do that, as long as they get the idea, I'll have them roll through, come over, and then I'll tell them to go rewind. I'll say, whoop, yip, whoop, yip, whoop, whoop, yip. So then they get kind of this little monkey movement going to where they feel comfortable rolling forwards and backwards. Now something I do not want you to do, if you just learned this 10 seconds ago, is coming up higher. There's a couple ways to do that. Now I'm going to show you with a ball here in a second. You'll see it up in the corner. But you can do it with like a core ball. But if I take one leg and I step way out into a super long stance, like karate or kung fu long stance, I put my hands on the floor, I tuck my head, I come over and over. Now I can do that also with a core ball. But the better I get at that, the higher I can do it from. So I see it's like an invisible ball is in my arms. I tuck my head, roll over, and there we go. Sorry for the noise. It's kind of hard to keep talking straight while you're rolling. That is a good basic break fall forward. Why do you need this one? What's the point? Well, in a seonage, where we throw somebody up over our shoulder, or in a one-arm choke, many jiu-jitsu systems like Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu and such will step back and throw them over. You need to be able to break fall in that direction. Besides that, it's just a little bit of fun. Last thing I'm going to leave you with, and you can do this with kids, you can just do it for yourself for fun. Just a little something goofy to do. Cross your ankles, take your hands, grab your ankles. Now I'm going to tuck my chin, and I'm going to roll around without letting go of my hands. So I keep my chin tucked, I roll to the corner, roll around, and it's part momentum, part holding on and using my core. It's just kind of fun. Like I said, you'll have kids who'll do it and they'll go, ah, and they won't be able to hold on. But it's a little fun game you can do with kids. You can do it with adults. It's just fun. But that is the shoulder roll. I plan on doing some more videos for some harder ones like the front fall, but I wanted to go with this for more of an intermediate position. Again, if you just saw this 2 minutes ago, don't try the heavy stuff yet. You know, start with the easy version. Have a little bit of fun. Do it on something with mats. Anyway, Springfield Karate and Fitness. We do jiu-jitsu, we do karate, we do kung fu, we do weapons, yoga, tai chi, all kinds of stuff. Check out our website or come visit us or find a good school. Good luck with your day.